initiative on the Twisted Fate, I think is the most scary thing for DRX. Because we know that Chovy just wins lanes. It doesn't matter which champion he's playing, he just wins lanes.
This is a real test for Soka, I feel. I mean, he's putting his first foot forward, picking his most famous champion into a matchup that can be defining us to how much they can do in the top lane, especially into tanky, nigh unkillable Mordekaiser once he has his Death Realm up at 6, or his Death Warp, whatever his ultimate is called. He's going to put people in that... Okay, I said it right. Still learning all the ability names. I know what they do, but the names always mess me up. All right, but he's going to be able to put people under that turret, and it's going to be hard to kill him in the top lane.
Damn right it is. You know what's not going to be hard? Getting onto Summoner's Rift, because we're going to do it right now. I actually thought that we were going to immediately get a pause, and then I would have cast a curse the heck out of this situation. DRX jungle. And now we'll see whether the gold card is going to ring true, because Vista wants it. In fact, you don't even really need to start it with a gold card. There is so much CC, and they wrap around the Cassio, so she can only hit one person with her ultimate. That was beautifully done by Hanwha.
Very, very fortunately, Pyosik has just been a no-impact jungler in this game.
But he's just been spotted the entire time. Yeah. That ward that is yet to be named has managed to spot out exactly where Pyosik is, and Dudu's just going to wait out the Death Realm as best he can. Kingen, I believe, missed that Obliterate, as now the Destiny's going to come in, and Kingen's going to come out of his Death Realm and into the Death Chamber, unfortunately, and then Pyosik's going to follow suit. That was not exactly what they wanted on the DRX side, and 3-0 now in favor of...
The two biggest things. It's like Dudu is just going to go in here. He's Death Realmed, but who cares?
Well, now Soka actually trying to offer some damage back, has already ulted, as now Dudu gets back in. They managed to lock down that kill, but in the meantime, Vista is going to die. So that's going to be the first kill over to DRX.
On to Kingen. And there's no turret here. There's just no way out.
I've seen this movie before, Wolf. I've seen it
sad
before.
Ending.
It's not good for Mordekaiser. Sauron dies again on my...
Might have at least offered some good CC and some late game skilling, but they don't even have that.
Oh, Bao! Very, very falling down as in goes Dudu. He's going to take him out. The Hextech ultimatum comes in. Becca, yep, just going to be mincemeat as Kingen. He's got a Death Realm, but I don't think he wants to be in one with anyone. Death for Deft, ahead of his opponent. What a year. That was his last year on EDG, I believe. Is Becca going to just have himself a present, but it's not the one he wants. His will going to be well and truly broken as Dudu teleports in. The kickback, though, onto Vista is pretty good, but whether it's going to be actually enough is going to be a huge question here as Def trying to kite out Kingen. He may actually fall here, though. Flashes to the very edge, but the Obliterate is going to be good. Meanwhile, the rest of Harmful Life tidying up the back end, but that was probably about as good as of a team fight as DRX were going to get.
Arthur wants this, though. He's going to try to get in here and get a wall ready. He does go ahead and pop that Zonia's, and Dudu comes over for the kill steal. You know?
Dudu having a really fun time just saying, why wasn't I starting? Yeah. And Def probably not too worried about that one either, because if Kingen's there trying to kill him, then the rest of his team's probably dying. As Dudu just going to take down Solker as best he can here, as the Hextech ultimatum is going to be enough as Bao dives on forward, but Dudu is way too fed. As the Death Realm comes through, Chovy going to spend some time in there. Goes golden. He'll be fine. The cow is dead as the Q is going to connect, but unfortunately, when you try to go back to Atalia, she throws rocks at you. And Pyosik's just going to die in mid-air.
Golden into a gold card, you know, Atlas?
Well, it's more like the end of the end. You know, I think the end started pretty early. And now we're at like 14,000 gold in the lead for Harmful Life. Here's an aggressive trade, though. The move forward as Arthur is going to go golden. The seismic shove, stunning. As Deft is going to grab himself a double kill. Make that one a triple, potentially, but no. Has to use his stopwatch and is now in a very rough position. Will be taken down there from Bao, and maybe DRX have got a bit of life left, and the answer's no, actually, because Dudu comes forward, and that's just easy tidy up. And now we're at like 14,000 gold in the lead for Harmful Life. Here's an aggressive trade, though. The move forward as Arthur is going to go golden. The seismic shove, stunning. As Deft is going to grab himself a double kill. Make that one a triple, potentially, but no. Has to use his stopwatch and is now in a very rough position. Will be taken down there from Bao, and maybe DRX have got a bit of life left, and the answer's no, actually, because Dudu comes forward, and that's just easy tidy up. I got excited.
You got a little excited, you know, that one frame With the double stun there, it might have looked like, wow, what a competitive game we might be watching here, but we're not living that reality as Vista.
Vista tries to kill him with an exhaust. I love it. But of course he didn't need that cooldown because he's not going to be able to make it to the Nexus in time, as Dudu is going to be the one that finishes it off. And a well-deserved 50 gold for him as well. Have a look at just how much damage Dudu managed to do. As shout out to Deft, he tripled the damage of his lane.
Yeah, I mean, Deft was dominating lane non-stop. Vista actually made a lot of great plays and trades there, but I think the real reason why Deft was able to do so much damage, put so much pressure on the lane, and get such a huge gold lead early on was because Pyosik basically didn't exist because they always knew where he was, so he could...
네, 오늘의 두 번째 매치 함께 하셨습니다. 하나생명으로 간 수비와 데프트가 표식이 이끄는 친정팀 DRX를 만났는데요. 1세트는 하나생명이 큰 어려움 없이 무난하게 승리했습니다. 일단 DRX의 선체에서 그동안 모습을 찾아볼 수 없었던 챔피언들이 등장했어요.
New champions coming out in the top side of the map. Mordekaiser, Lee Sin, Cassiopeia on the side of DRX. DRX knew that the opponents will take away Talia, so they banned out some of the potential pick that has a really good synergy with the Talia pick. And they were trying to counter the solo lanes. However, the blind picks, or the earlier picks, Kai'Sa, was not doing a lot of work. Hana Life's topside actually followed the typical topside picks. And Lee Sin and Cassiopeia was not doing a huge work here, which means that there is a reason why those two champions are not preferred in this current meta. And also, Twisted Fate was able to pick up a lot of points in the early game, so he was able to kind of accelerate his own lead.
반면 하나생명은 좀 픽의 의미를 잘 살린 것 같았습니다.
Hana Life Esports was able to utilize the strength and the color of their comp. So we'll take a look at this minion wave earlier to this point. Well, because the opponents, DRX had a lot of ranged champions, they went for a very early invade. So Hana Life had this agenda, they had this control to manipulate the minion wave, which was then connected to this mid lane roll from Vista, because Deft was in a very comfortable position to farm by himself. And with this chain CC, they were able to pick up a very easy kill, and Twisted Fate was able to start exert his pressure on other side of the map.
텔이 좀 독약이 됐던 것 같습니다. 하나생명도 왜 요즘 이런 픽들을 가져가는지 잘 보여줬고,
in addition to that, Hana Life Esports once again proved why those kind of standard champions was on the top of the tier list.
그리고 패기에 대해서 많은 호평을 받았는데
DRX was actually highlighted by their kind of bold decision makings, but this time around they made a very wrong setup. It is quite obvious that it was the blue buff timing for Twisted Fate, and also TF was under DRX vision when he was heading up to pick up the blue buff. But DRX top and jungle duo, Pyosik and Kingen, was forcing to open a fight on the top lane, even though the opponent's mid jungle were in a very close proximity. So in the end, well, Hana Life was easily able to outnumber the opponents and opening a 3 versus 2 fight. And after that, Hana Life was able to get the Herald as well, so which means that Mordekaiser's game was pretty much doomed over there, and also Lee Sin was gonna have a very hard time, and the POG is going to be Twisted Fate from Chovy, or maybe Chovy on Twisted Fate. He was supporting his teammates very well, and his cross-map play was also on point. A lot of players actually deserve a POG, but Chovy was definitely one of the the player on the list. Cassiopeia without cleanse cannot really have an easy laning phase up against Twisted Fate, so it was really questionable when Soka actually decided to lane against Twisted Fate on Cassiopeia, because Twisted Fate, when you are facing up against TF, you actually need to build the MR boots, but this time around, Cassiopeia, no boots for her, so it was really hard for Soka to kind of outlane the opponents. So Twisted Fate picked up 4 votes out of 9, and we can really say this match is a Twisted Fate of the LCK, as the former DRX members are fighting against each other. Back to our casters.